Good evening, all you lovely WKG League racers. This is a very quick video just to show you how you go about joining the race on Thursday, round 11, which is our downhill race. It's not a time trial, but it's not going to be in the event module because we are starting at the top of the mountain, racing down to the finish line. And as far as I know, the functionality for that kind of race isn't available within the Zwift event module at this point. So I'm going to go through step by step exactly how you're going to get to the start point for this race. What I will have done prior to you joining is I will already have ridden to the top of the mountain and will be waiting there at the start point. So all you need to do is log in, change your route on Watopia to the mountain route. There we go. Say OK. And then if you come to the list below, riders that you're friends with or following on Zwift will be at the top of that list. So if you're not following me, you'll have to scroll a little bit further down, I should imagine. But basically, just scroll down, find my name in that list, highlight my name. I've picked Simon Goodman at random here. And then just click Ride With. And that will take you to the very point where I will be sitting, waiting to start the race. So I'm going to cut now. Actually ride up to the top of the mountain, and I will then load up Lucas's account on my iPad and join me as him at the top of the mountain. That makes sense, doesn't it? Right, see you in a second. So how about this? There I am, putting my arse, my legs and my lungs on the line for the team to get this video made, to get an accurate Strava segment. I'm quite near the top of the mountain. And Mr. Keith, the Hoff Denton, has clicked Ride With, and he's now going to follow me up there for the last couple of hundred, actually no, a couple of kilometres to be fair. Oh, Mr. Martinison's done the same as well. You cheeky b****s. I could have avoided having to do this if I knew you guys were going up anyway. You could have just done all this for me. Anyway, it's good to have company. What I have decided, whilst puffing and panting my way up here, I think it's going to be better to start this race from the radio tower. So not just at the top of the normal Epic KOM near the banner, but right from the very top of the mountain. For two reasons. The first one being, I think it's a better area for us all to gather. There's a long flat section where we can gather and do a slow rollout before attacking the downhill. And also, depending on how accurate the ride with me is, I wouldn't want anyone to be put behind the turning to go up to the radio tower, because when we go, we would be going straight down the mountain. But if you start just behind that left turn to the radio tower, you would probably be taken up there by accident. So this way, if we're all just at the top of the radio tower, fall in behind me at a set speed or something like that, roll off gently, and then I'll give a signal to go, and then boom. Anyway, let's get to the top first so I can show you how I'm going to join me using Lucas's account. Oh, we seem to have lost Keith. He's down at 0 watts per kilogram. He'd stretched away from us for a bit, and I was resisting the temptation to chase after him. This is not a race. This is an asthma-riddled, slow roll up the mountain for the purposes of making this video only. But when I see the Hoff disappearing in front of me, there's just something inside me that makes me want to chase after him. But no, I managed to hold back. And here he comes now, 4.9 watts per kilogram. He's back. I think he was just bored. Okay, so just coming up to the top of the radio tower climb now, and what I'm thinking is as soon as it levels off, that is where I will stop and we'll be waiting on race day. That gives us that nice little loop around the tower to all gather together and get a nice steady little rollout very slowly, so that as soon as we come round and start dropping off the other side, it's game on. We've also been discussing the finishing point, and as Keith very rightly pointed out, because we can't do the Ryder Cull, Watopia on that day is going to be heaving. So the original plan was to come down the mountain, ride through Watopia all the way to the start-finish banner. I'm actually now thinking we stop it a lot earlier than that. So the Strava segment finishes much nearer the bottom of the mountain as we come down. It makes it more of a true downhill race anyway. And it avoids throwing us into the tens of thousands of riders that will be down on the main part of the island. Okay, so I've now logged in on Lucas's account, and you can see my name there is second on the list. So if I click ride with, in fact first, before that, and I don't know how crucial this is, but just to make sure nobody gets sent the wrong way, I'm going to change the route to the mountain route. Then I'm going to select my name and click ride with Marcus. There we go. I can see on Lucas's screen, I can see myself just in front of him. If I go back to my screen, pan the camera around, there is Lucas. This is what I was saying about how precise it is when people do a ride with. Lucas is there maybe 20, 30 metres behind me. Now if I would stopped just by that junction near the Epic KOM banner and Lucas was 20, 30 metres behind me, it may well be that when we all go, I'll go straight down the mountain, but he would actually automatically turn left and go up to the tower. So I think it would definitely be better to be starting up here. Right, so now what we will do is we will leave Lucas there and go back down the mountain, follow it as far as I think we should go before we decide to mark that as the end point for the race. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Hold 10 kilometres an hour maximum around this part. Maybe 15 kilometres an hour might be a bit more realistic because this is quite hard to do. See, I'm actually not even pedalling and I'm up to 14 kilometres an hour. So maybe we'll go 15 kilometres an hour around this section, and then I will mark a point in my mind. Maybe I'll pick this line on the ground here. So then it'll be go, go, go. Can all start charging. I can play that by ear on the day, but that'll be roughly where we go. Maybe a bit further around actually. I didn't realise this looped around this much further. So, see, I'll start the actual Strava segment slightly beyond the point where I say go, so that everybody's already up to speed. Right, so I've rolled down the mountain and I've got just to the other side of the wooden slatted bridge, with the plane. There'll be a plane on your left, you go over the wooden slatted bridge, and the end of the sprint section, the end of the Strava section will be the end of that bridge. And that stops us just before we hit the main part of the island where goodness knows how many other riders there are going to be. I didn't clock the distance on that, but I'll check it all out when I do the Strava segment. I will put the final Strava segment linked in this video below and on the Facebook groups, and I'll plaster it around as much as I possibly can so that there really shouldn't be any mistakes. So the key things to remember: log in, select mountain route, then click ride with and my name, and that will take you to the top of the radio tower climb. You wait there with me until you get the signal for us to roll out, and then you'll get a go signal and we all race to the bottom of the mountain, over the slatted bridge at the bottom of the mountain with the plane on your left, and just keep going until you've flown right over there, because the Strava segment will end right at the end of that bridge, and obviously you want to cross that end at full speed. So pretty straightforward, surely. No TT bikes. I know this is being done as a time trial effectively with the Strava segment, but I'd like everyone to be able to use tactics and draft off the faster guys and sort of working amongst each other, so it's a proper race to the line still. So, should be fun, I think. If you do have any questions, obviously put them on the forum or in the comments under this video. I hope I've made that as straightforward as it can be. It really is the only way we can do a downhill race on Zwift, which is crazy. There you go, that should be it. Hopefully I will see you all at the top of the mountain on race day, and it should be a good one.